Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Draft Day, a day where lives are changed, fates are decided, dynasties are born, and the clock is always ticking. And folks, the time is now to unveil my official final 2024 NFL mock draft. Let's go. We are just hours away from hearing Caleb Williams' name called first overall by the Bears. Not long after that, Jane Daniels is set to go number 2 to the Washington Commanders, but the draft very well might just begin at 3. I'll go with the consensus. North Carolina's big arm Drake May as the Patriots selection to be their franchise guy, but now here we go. Look, it makes sense for the Cardinals to stay pat and take an elite receiver in Marvin Harrison Jr., but that 4th pick can be worth a lot. And we've seen Arizona GM Monty Ossenfort wheel and deal last year. I think it happens again this year. And the Vikings, they make the move to get their guy. Look, I'm not the biggest J.J. McCarthy fan, but I love the fit in Minnesota with the weapons they have. The Chargers, meanwhile, they don't think twice. They run to the podium and get Marvin Harrison Jr., and this might surprise some people. The Giants desperately needing a receiver, some firepower on offense, but they believe Joe Alt might be the best player in this draft, and they beef up their line with a big protector from Notre Dame. And so that opens the door for Arizona. With Alt off the board for Tennessee, they elect to move down. And the Cardinals do something very similar from what we saw last year. Arizona gives up 11 and 23, which they got from Minnesota. They get 7, and they get a guy that they believe can be just as good as Harrison Jr. and LSU's explosive Malik Neighbors. And they also add a 1st and a 3rd next year in the process. Then the Falcons, they stay put at 8 and take my favorite player in this draft, the most pro-ready sack machine, future All-Pro, Laiatu Latu. And so now at number 9, Washington's big body receiver Rome Odunze is slipping, and the Bills know that now is the time to make that blockbuster move to go and get him. And that is too much to pass up for Chicago. Just look at that haul to help build around their new young quarterback in Caleb Williams. The Jets, they're sad to see their division rival jump ahead of them and steal a receiver, but they are thrilled to take Brock Bowers, the versatile, talented Brock Bowers, for Aaron Rodgers to throw to. The Titans traded down, but still get a great tackle in Olu Fashanu. And folks, the wheeling and dealing does not stop for Arizona. They move up again. And sorry, Broncos fans, you've got to wait a while to see who Denver's pick is. But the Broncos, they have to do something like this. They don't have talent. They don't have draft picks. A move like this, getting all those picks, this is how you begin to build a winning roster. The Cardinals, though, what a draft. Dallas Turner and Malik Neighbors and a 1st rounder for next year. That's pretty good if you ask me. And the Raiders, they stay put and take Washington's big arm, Michael Penix Jr. And finally, we get a break from all the trading craziness, and some great players come off the board here, and teams are happy to turn in these cards to fill needs. I'm a big fan of the agile Troy Fautanu from Washington and Florida State stout edge rusher Jared Verse. He can be a special player. Okay, Broncos fans, here we go. Denver trades back up, giving up 3 4th rounders to move up 6 spots and confirm that they get their guy, the gunslinger from Oregon, Bo Nix. If Denver is going to take a quarterback, I think the best way to do it is this way. Trade down, get some more picks, and grab a guy like Nix, who will fit in very nicely with Sean Payton's vertical passing offense. Now to the back end of the draft. And still some terrific players on the board. We can definitely see go higher in this draft. And the Dolphins, who traded down with the Broncos, add the fastest receiver, the fastest player in the draft, the man who broke the 40-yard dash record with a blazing 4.21 40. Boy, how scary is Worthy in that Dolphins offense? You know Mike McDaniel is just licking his chops at this pick. And here is how the 1st round concludes. The Lions get the best name in the draft in Kool-Aid. Ravens fill a need at corner with Wiggins. 49ers go tackle, and the Kansas City Chiefs get a safety valve. The sure-handed slot receiver from Georgia for Patrick Mahomes and Lad McConkey. Well, folks, there you have it. The countdown for the NFL draft is on. And the best part is no one, not even I, knows what will happen tonight in Detroit. So many ways it can go, but only one way it will go. But that's all my time for sports. I'm Big Will Levinson.